Alright, today we got two packages that are kind of fan mail. We call it bro mail. Two of these from two separate of my friends. So the one I started to open and realized it had a note for Mailtime, so I wanted to go over that quick. It says, "Dear Matt, I know I should have given you the heads up, but I wanted to see your true reaction on Mailtime. It's been a long journey, but the first batch has finally landed. Feel free to let the masses know that these are indeed made overseas and do contain some casting flaws. I wanted to offer something affordable and readily available for those like yourself who care more about function over form. I know that it won't work on the G, but I figured you'll get some use out of it eventually. Thanks for all the countless hours of help on my previous projects and all you do for the community, Joey. P.S. Let me know before you post the video so I can prepare for an inbox explosion. Tell Jamie and Dylan I said hi. Looking forward to fabbing some stuff for the G48. My buddy Joey Faller, FSP, Faller Speed Performance. I've posted his links many times. He builds beautiful, like many people build a similar style Schedule 40 stainless turbo log manifold, like a truck manifold, like KB Racing. Trick has a cast one. Other places, they just build that log manifold for the right side where you can hang a turbo, and I love using those. It supports the turbo, plugs are easy to get to, etc. I was like, Joey, you're really good at fabbing, you should build your own. So he started building his own, and he quickly got totally backlogged to the point where he's like a year out. It's ridiculous. He has like 40 he has to build. And I was like, it would be incredible if you could get Chinese cast ones made. No one really has a cheap Chinese cast one made that I know of. I mean, I don't know where Trick, if they make theirs in-house or the States or whatever. But I was like, you know, for people people want the handmade, built in the USA by a fab guy. There are some people that want that, obviously. So that's what Joey builds if you want to wait. And there are people who, like he says, like me, who would rather just slap it together. So he wanted to build a cost-effective cast Chinese manifolds that he could afford to build and sell to you guys that don't want to wait, that he could get mass-produced. And I'm almost certain, if I don't bust my ass, this is exactly what that is. So the letter was on the top, and I was like, shh, whoops. I gotta open this on camera. The letter says I have to. So we'll take a look at, ooh, yeah. Look at that. So this is Joey sent, this is nothing else in here, just padding. Joey sent his manifold to Matt from Joey. He sent his manifold, holy shit. Story of my life. Be right back. And we're back. So, yes, this is the cast China boy, China girl. It looks very nice. V-band is nice and everything else from Joey. So this will be exciting to use this on something eventually. Obviously, I will continue to turbo things. So he's going to have this as an option for sale immediately. I guess he has like 50 or 100 of them. So if you guys want one, he can ship these immediately instead of the 1 year wait on his hand-built ones or whatever it is up to. Obviously, I believe they are worth it. Even if, I mean, a lot of those companies that hand-build them, you're going to have to wait. So it's one of those things where you got to plan ahead of time. Buy the kit first, get the car later. Now the bottom is a little blown out on this one. This one is a little bit of a partnership. As you know, the Snake Eater Performance, Brad, the owner of Snake Eater Performance, I am playing with the injectors he sells. He gave me a set of those 1500s, and we're testing them now in my buddy Matt Amy's car, and that's going to be on the dyno soon. It is running and driving on a stock ECU. They are working great. They were on gas. The point of his car as a good test subject and why it took so long was he was on vacation, and he's building a garage at his house, blah, blah, blah. You know how that goes. He has 80-pound Siemens Decas. They're pretty much done on pump gas. He can make 700 horsepower very easily. What I wanted to see, he is a good test subject to go to E85 and test these injectors on gas and E. So I put a flex fuel tune-up in his car and got it running enough that it runs and everything is working. It's not great, but it runs, drives, makes boost. I tuned it on 10 pounds. What I wanted to do was give him to him because he has a large fuel pump and feed lines. He has a 4303 on a sump tank. So he is the best out of everybody I knew immediately person to put on as a test vehicle for their 142 pound 1500 cc. So it would be really neat because like I always say, I'm dying to see a middle road injector between decaps and 80s. They're roughly the same size, and the 210s, which are gigantic. They have some tuning concerns. They aren't the easiest. They're obviously huge, so there's a lot of tweaks for a stock computer. Anyway, the 150s, 140s would be incredible for that mid-range, so we're tuning them on gas and ethanol, and then after about a month of driving, if everything is good, I want to pull them out anyway and flow them again just to see if they're still flowing consistently after all of the gas and ethanol swapping. And Brad is interested in that too, and he knows I will do unbiased results, and I will give out the tune files so everybody can use them and enjoy them. So what he did was contracted me and gave me a set of 1000s that I want to try in the G. So I have a set of 100 pounders. Matt Amy has a set of 150s. We're going to use them and abuse them and see how they work out. And he also had a Holley sniper intake that he gave me a hell of a deal on. He is moving and clearing out his house. So I bought a Holley aluminum intake, which is in here. And he also is, I believe he's going to sell throttle bodies, electronic larger throttle bodies. So I asked him if he had any of those because the G will need a car throttle body. So I bought it's like a LS2 style. Oh yeah, there it is. Check it out. So there is an aluminum intake in here. What I would love to do is the breadbox truck intake on the G. Even if I can't close the hood, I'll take the hood off. I would love to tune it, dyno it, do all the testing, get a lot of data on the breadbox intake, see what it makes, and then put this on and see if it makes more or less definitively. So we know and you know this is an actual Holley sniper aluminum intake. So I'm going to bolt this on and we'll see how this works out. See if it's any better than a breadbox intake. And then I think I can use the truck throttle. I don't know enough. Some people were telling me there's some idiosyncrasies with that. And then this is the injectors that are flowed. And then in here, there's some throttle body screws, some stickers. And then is this the throttle body? So I'm doing R&D with him and giving him information back and tunes and other stuff about the injectors. Yeah, look at that thing. So that is a LS2 style. It even says Snake Eater Performance on it. So we're going to try out the China larger electronic throttle bodies, the Holley intake, these injectors. These are all test bed equipment, not this manifold. But all stuff I want to try and see if it makes a difference and give my honest opinions on it. See how it works, at least on my combination, and deliver all the results. So I hope you guys are excited about that. I am excited to try like a nice intake, supposedly a better intake, and I'm sure you guys are excited to see it too. These are fuel rails. These are actually Holley fuel rails. Or are they Snake Eater fuel rails? I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Bolts going everywhere. Well, they're not. Nope, they're Snake Eater. So these are China Holley rails. So he said all this will bolt together and then I can try it all out. So again, I'm really interested in seeing how this intake performs based off of a Rubbermaid truck intake. So we will all find out. I hope you enjoy.